Attention passionate Atlanta, Falcons fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC South and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Atlanta Falcons' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Atlanta, FALCONS, FANS. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because the NFL offseason never sleeps, and this time the buzz is all about a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape the NFC South's landscape. The Atlanta Falcons are reportedly eyeing a major upgrade in their secondary, and one of the hottest names linked to a move to Atlanta is Jaylon Johnson, the lockdown cornerback from the Chicago Bears. And let me tell you, this isn't just some rumor floating around. It feels like a seismic shift in the division's power dynamics, and Falcons fans should be paying close attention. So what's the scoop? Well, according to reports from reputable insiders like Rossini, the Bears, despite having a solid season at 7-7 and a defense ranked in the top 10, are open to trading Johnson. Now, the Bears are in a tricky spot with about $20 million in cap space in 2026, and they're looking to make some moves that can help them rebuild while also addressing their needs, particularly on offense and in the secondary. The buzz is that they're willing to part with Johnson, who's only 26 years old but already making waves in the league with his elite coverage skills. Johnson, a guy who's been nothing short of spectacular this season, has been a shadow in the secondary, and if you've watched him play, you already know he's got ball skills that remind you of some of the best in the league. In 2025, he's tallied 6 interceptions, 17 pass deflections, and 78 total tackles. Advanced metrics like PFF grade him at an impressive 92. 2 in coverage, and he's allowed a completion percentage of just 46%, which is elite in today's pass-happy NFL. His EPA per target sits at -0.29, and his quarterback rating against is a low 60. 5, making him one of the most disruptive corners in the league right now. It's easy to draw parallels to a guy like Jalen Ramsey, especially considering Johnson's ball skills and his presence on the field. He's a player who can completely shut down a top receiver. Think of how Ramsey was in LA in 2021. His career stats are already impressive, with 20 interceptions so far and an All-Pro selection in 2024. Despite missing 2 games due to a concussion, he still maintains a tackling average of 5.6 per game and an overall grade of 90. 1 from PFF. Johnson's ability to shadow receivers, combined with his physicality and instincts, makes him a true game changer, someone who can elevate an entire secondary. Now, why would the Bears be willing to move on from Johnson? Well, they're in a bit of a transitional phase. Their defense ranks 10th overall, allowing just 21 points per game, but the secondary could use some reinforcement, especially considering their upcoming cap situation. The Bears are also reportedly looking to free up cap space to extend players like Williams, which adds to the urgency of trading some of their assets. They might see a first-round pick as a fair return, especially given Johnson's age, production, and potential to be a cornerstone for years to come. On the flip side, the Falcons are rapidly building a reputation for strengthening their roster with young, talented pieces. After a somewhat disappointing 5-9 record this season, with an offense that struggled at times to find consistency, Atlanta's focus has been on bolstering the defense. Adding Johnson would be like putting a fortress in the backfield, a true upgrade that complements their current core. Let's talk about the Falcons' secondary. A.J. Terrell, their star corner, has been solid with a PFF grade of 83. 6, but with the recent knee injury to Desmond Ridder's favorite target, Kyle Pitts, and the overall offensive inconsistency, the defense has had to carry more weight. Johnson's addition would provide a much-needed upgrade at the corner position, turning what's been a decent secondary into a lockdown unit. His ability to limit big plays and shut down top receivers could be the difference-maker in close games. The Falcons, under head coach Arthur Smith, have shown a clear willingness to be aggressive in free agency and trades. Their focus on building a tough, physical team is evident, and bringing in a player like Johnson fits perfectly into that mold. His ability to reduce pass yards allowed from around 228 per game down to closer to 180, while increasing pass deflections by 24%. would make Atlanta's passing defense significantly more formidable. Plus, Johnson's ability to limit big plays, allowing just 1 yards per target, would help neutralize some of the division rivals' most dangerous weapons. And let's not forget the bigger picture here. The NFC South is wide open, with the Panthers, Saints, and Buccaneers all looking for their identity. But the Falcons are positioning themselves as serious contenders, especially with the potential addition of a player like Johnson. Their odds of winning the division could see a notable shift, moving from +20 to as low as +6 500 if they pull off this move. That kind of change isn't just about one player. It's a statement that Atlanta is here to compete, to contend, and to make a real push toward the Super Bowl. The impact of such a move isn't just on paper. It's about setting a tone for the entire team and fan base. Johnson's presence in Atlanta would be akin to building a wall that opponents struggle to breach, an unbreakable fortress that energizes the defense and gives the offense more opportunities to control the game. It's a strategic move that signals the Falcons' commitment to winning now and for the future, especially as they look to capitalize on the current NFL landscape where defenses with elite corners can dictate terms. Of course, no trade is complete without some questions. Will the Bears accept a first-round pick, or are they holding out for more? How will Johnson adapt to a new system? And what does this mean for the Falcons' draft strategy moving forward? These are all questions that will be answered in the coming weeks, but it's clear that the Falcons see Johnson as a foundational piece, someone who can help them elevate their defense to elite status. It's about building a team that can not only compete but dominate in the NFC. Now, it's important to remember that the NFL offseason is a roller coaster, full of surprises, rumors, and strategic moves. The Falcons have been proactive, and this potential trade fits perfectly with their recent approach of aggressive roster building. Fans are excited because we're talking about a team that's not content with just a few wins. Atlanta wants to be a powerhouse, a team that's feared in the NFC and beyond. Johnson would be a huge step forward in that direction, giving the Falcons a player who can change the course of games with his coverage and playmaking ability. So, Falcons fans, imagine a secondary that's almost impenetrable, with Johnson shadowing the league's best receivers and A.J. Terrell locking down one side, knowing they have a true ball hawk in the back. It's a defense that could create turnovers, force punts, and give Desmond Ridder the kind of support he needs to succeed. That's the kind of team Atlanta is aiming to build, one that plays smart, aggressive, and relentless. And yes, the road to a Super Bowl is never easy, but with moves like this, the Falcons are signaling that they're ready to take the next step. They're not just looking for a quick fix. They're investing in a future where Atlanta is a dominant force in the NFC. Whether this trade actually happens or not, it's clear that the Falcons are in the mix, and fans should be excited about the potential for a new era of success, anchored by elite talent on defense. And now, Atlanta Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Atlanta Falcons. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Atlanta Falcons news.